It don't feel right when nothing is wrong. Sunny days don't come your way.
Been a long time, old girl. Way too long.
Reuniting with an old friend, Mr. Gray? Michelle Daniels, Country Rock Magazine.
Pleasure to meet you, Miss Daniels.
That's Ms. Mr. Gray.
Okay. Ms. Daniels. Call me Nash. Even my daddy wasn't Mr. Gray.
Okay, Nash. Shall we get this interview started?
Yes, ma'am.
1 second. Michelle Daniels, Country Rock Magazine, interviewing Nash Gray. Your publicist said you'd be willing to have a no-holds-barred interview. Do you agree?
Yes, ma'am. That is what I agreed to.
I'm not going to hold back.
I've survived worse.
I see. Well, Nash, you've been in obscurity for the last 23 years, and suddenly you're recording an album and going on a tour. Why now? Why after being gone for so long?
I guess it just seemed like the time was right.
The right time for what?
Well, I've been following the industry and, seeing where music's heading. And where music's heading is, honestly, straight down the toilet. All this honky-tonk, badonka crap and blank spaces crybaby bullshit. Music ain't the same anymore. It ain't got no heart.
I see. So, crappy music is your motivation.
Well, there's more to it than that. I reckon I still got something to say, and music's the only way I know how.
I noticed that this is your first sit-down interview. Why is that?
Like I said, for me, it's always been about the music. Jake. Jake could talk. I remember the first time he introduced us on stage.
All right, boys, this is it. You've rehearsed for weeks for this. I worked hard to set this up for you. Go out there, break a leg, give them hell.
Oh, I don't want to.
You don't want to what?
I don't want to break anything. Since when has breaking anything ever been a good sign?
God's sakes, Benny, calm down. It's a superstition for performers use.
It's bad luck to say good luck, so it's a way of saying good luck without saying it.
It's all right, Benny. We got this.
Don't overthink it, okay?
All right, I'm gonna go out there and introduce you. Ladies and gentlemen,
Remember, we're all in this together.
please give a warm welcome to the hottest and newest band this side of the Mississippi, the Firebirds! All right, give us just a minute while I clean up our bases and we'll get the show on for you.
Ouch, Jake. Hurt my arm.
Here. Feeling better, Princess? Good. Now get your head in the damn game, boy. You don't look bad on your first gig, do you?
No, I just got nervous, Jake. That's all.
Do not mess this up and make me look bad.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Not as sorry as you're gonna be. Now get out there and put on a good show.
Yeah, none of us knew what we was getting ourselves into. Sure wouldn't like beating on buckets and homemade guitars.
Tell me about your record deal, Nash. How did all of that get going?
Well, Jake worked real hard with Elektra to get that deal. He said, if the demo was good, then we'd get a 3-album deal.
All right, boys. I've worked hard to get you all this. You've worked hard to get here. Are you ready, Nash?
Yeah, Jake, I think we're ready.
Hello, my name is Selena. Thank you so much for the opportunity to help you guys out, Mr. Brannigan. Not too many people seem keen on giving Roundhouse Records a shot.
Well, I believe that everybody should have the opportunity to succeed. And y'all think come in at a mighty fine price.
The drummer's booth is right over there.
Thank you.
Here's your bass, Mr. Kelly.
What the hell is this? This isn't my bass.
I'm sorry, that's what I was told.
Better range of the newer, better for the sound.
calm down, Benny. It's just a bass.
It's not my freaking bass, damn it. I'm not doing it without my bass, Jake. I'm not.
This is what we have to deal with. Damn it, Benny. What the hell's your problem? You want to run this for everyone?
Go screw yourself, Jake. I'm not doing it without my bass.
Look, the puking on stage I can deal with, but this diva crap's got to go. Get with the program or get the hell out.
You know what? I don't think Nash would like the way you're talking to me. You know what? He's my friend and he'll back me up.
If I have to get serious about this, you're going to lose more than you will ever know. You got that, boy?
Damn it, Jake. Damn it, okay. I don't want any trouble.
Good thing Jake set Benny straight. Wonder what he said.
That would be interesting to know. How did things go after that? You only recorded 3 albums with Elektra Records.
Well, we was recording our second album, 2 for the show, and during that time, Benny started to feel like he wasn't getting the attention he deserved. And when that spilled over into ruining shows, well, Elektra and Jake decided that maybe it was time to end it.
So it just ended there?
Pretty much. I remember me and Jake got called into Fillmore Godfrey's office.
Fillmore Godfrey, the former president of Elektra.
Yeah. Well, he wanted to talk to Jake alone, but, you know, Jake was always like a dad to me. You know, pretty much everything he did, it was all for me.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Anyhow, Godfrey told us that sales were down, and with Benny's diva crap getting worse and worse, that once we finished our last album, that was it for the contract.
That's funny, since Burning Daylight was one of your best albums.
I know, right? I figured once they saw that sales were starting to go up that they'd change their minds, but that didn't happen.
So you went on a hiatus, reinvented yourselves, and is that where you ended up with Epic?
During our time with Elektra, Jake had made some really good investments, and when our contract with Elektra ended, he was able to buy our entire library. And so from that, we were able to do a unplugged version of Burning Daylight, and that's actually what drew Epic to us.
Wasn't that a cheap ploy, rehashing an old album like that?
Yeah, you could say that. But at the end of the day, what you're actually going to see is that it was an independently produced album that got the attention of Epic and our new contract.
You said Nash was coming.
Yeah.
Does he know the plan?
Oh, I haven't said anything to him yet.
Good, good. 'Cause, I want to get everybody together and discuss it before we meet up with him.
It was magic what that willow was in a young boy's eyes. All the times I said,
Nash,
Jake!
good to see you, son.
Hey, you too. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. Come on in. Sure.
to remove that tree's disguise.
You, having a party?
Well, actually, I wanted to meet Eddie Jones, Frankie Lane here.
How you doing? Very nice to meet y'all.
Thing is, Nash, we need to change things up some. We got to get away from the wreck that Elektra left us with image-wise. We're going to reinvent this thing. We've been thinking the Firebirds are done.
Hold on, Jake. Hold on. What do you mean the Firebirds are done? We've been loyal for years.
Calm down, slow down. You're not listening, son.
Hey, Jake. See, Elektra did us wrong, Nash. Jake here is saying we need a reinvention of ourselves.
I'm thinking we should go with something new. I can say the same things made us the Firebirds. I want to have you meet Eddie because he's going to be your new keyboard player. Frankie's a hot rhythm guitar player. He's been doing a lot of session work for years in the studio with other acts.
So, a reinvention of our sound. Maybe I could work with that.
Well, it's not the only thing. I also think that it's time for you to step out front, be the center of this band.
How did that deal turn out for you?
Well, Epic wanted us to work much harder and produce a lot more. Me and Benny, to keep up, we started using stimulants, and Benny started using much harder stuff.
He was found dead in his hotel room. Am I right? How did that make you feel? How did it feel to lose your best friend?
You ever lost anybody? How did it feel? I don't want to talk about that.
You said this was a no-holds-barred interview. I get everything.
Fine. You want everything? You get everything. What happened to Benjamin Kelly was a tragic case of drug addiction ending in overdose. He was my best friend. And I feel like I killed him. There. You wanted everything? You got it.
Hello? Nash? Nash, it's Jake.
What do you want?
I think it's time we talked about you going solo.
I can't. Not without Benny. We're a team.
Nash, now come on. You haven't produced much of anything in years. We need a reinvention.
Stop it, Jake. Stop. We're not going there again.
Nash, the label wants to drop the Mavericks.
Let 'em. I'm done selling my soul.
Now, Nash, you can't talk like that. What about Andy? He's been with you since the start. Eddie and Frankie, they've been making do with studio sessions with other bands, but don't leave out Andy.
Fine. I'll do it. For Andy. Emotions. I think that ended up being my best work ever.
Tell me about the Emotions tour.
That ain't what you want. You want to know about the accident.
Tell me about the accident. That was the very last time we heard from you.
You guys got drinks for me, or are they over there?
I think mine got a hole in the top too.
Guinness? And yeah, long trail. Can you get my hot chocolate and my ginger ale?
Maybe that's
Hot chocolate?
just Frank. Help me, Jake. Oh, you're so strong. Hi, Andy. You're so tall. Maybe I should not drive.
I got good
Maybe we should call a cab.
Yeah, never touched it. Maybe I should drive.
I got this. I said I'd drive.
At least I can get us to the home.
I said I'd drive, Dash.
Hey! Jeez. Drive then.
Hey, you should really call a cab.
This just in, there appears to have been a fatal accident near the 101. The band Nash Gray and the Mavericks were found in a wreck off the side of the 101. Witnesses say that the car in question was swerving across the lanes and it had gone off the edge of the highway.
Nash, thank you for sharing all of that with me. I think I've got everything I need for my article.
Well, I'd like to tell you what a pleasure it's been, ma'am, but that wouldn't be the truth. If you don't mind, though, before you go, I do have one song I'd like to play for you.
I'd love that.
This sort of sums everything up, I think. This is called Can't Go Back.
I stand in the middle of life's lonesome highway. I look over my shoulder and I'm not surprised to find that the road that I have traveled on for many miles and years, smiles and tears, I see aplenty adding this damn one-way sign. So I try to turn around. There's a roadblock in my path telling me in no uncertain terms I never can go back. You can't go back. No, you only get one chance to make the grade.